Hello, welcome. Today I want to talk to you about some challenges in IoT and in agriculture specifically. Specifically how we communicate with servers, with an app that eventually ends up in your hand, and how the communication works. So there's a lot of wireless radio technologies out there and a lot of sensors. Every sensor has to use some kind of technology to forward data to a server that can, in the end, show the data on your phone. There is a Sigfox technology, there is LoRa technologies, there is cellular technologies. Within cellular, there's a lot of different technologies as well. So there's, a lot of confusion sometimes. What is the best technology to use and in what application? There is smart meters, smart cities, and typically LoRa nodes or LoRa technology is used in more remote areas, and that's great, but sometimes there's not enough gateways in these remote areas. You have to place your own gateway, and this has its own set of challenges. So gateways are not very cheap. They are more expensive actually than one sensor. They cannot cover a really big area. They can cover a substantial area, but if you have a sensor placed in multiple different locations, you also have to place multiple gateways. And in the end, the only thing a gateway really does, a LoRa gateway does, is forward the LoRa technology and translate it to a cellular technology and retransmit the same data over the cellular network. So what we did, we have experience with both cellular and LoRa technologies. In the end, we decided it's actually better and smarter way to use cellular technology directly in the sensor instead of going through a gateway because of the cost involved and maintaining the infrastructure. So what kind of cellular technologies do we use? There's a lot of technologies as well within cellular technologies. It started in a long time ago using 2G technologies. These are legacy 3G technologies and LTE. Then there's a different there's differences in performance. So these technologies tend to have more and higher performance. So you can see now we're at this stage of 5G technologies where we can stream videos, we can stream live sports events on your smartphone, and these are very high performant technologies, but we're also evolving in the more lower performance technologies, and these technologies are like LTE-M, narrowband IoT, and even non-terrestrial networks. So these are satellite networks, but these are more in the future, so not available right now. And we're really focusing on these kind of technologies. So our sensor is more, so it doesn't need to stream huge amounts of data. We only do 40 measurements per day. So we're using more of these lower data rate technologies. So the advantage of these technologies is that it's using less power. So we can survive for 3 to 5 years of battery life compared to a smartphone, which can only last maybe a couple of days, even if you would turn the screen off and your GPS signal off. In addition, we do use 2G fallback, even though it's a very old technology. It's in some areas still necessary to use these kind of technologies because there's no other infrastructure available. Besides the pure technology, we also use a wide variety of providers. So there's not really one provider that we focus on. There is different providers. Sometimes your phone prefers one provider over the other, and we don't really prefer one provider over the other provider. We really look at what's the best signal at this moment in time in this location, and based on this we will connect to the nearest cell tower and use that provider's network. Even if we're abroad or in the country of origin, we're always in a roaming state. So we're always looking for the best network, and that can switch within a day actually on multiple different providers depending on signal quality, weather conditions, whatsoever. In the near future, we will also be ready for non-terrestrial networks. So these are, in essence, cell towers that are in orbit, so satellite connectivity. In the coming years, we'll see more and more of this, but the antenna in this sensor is already ready for these 5G technologies. So I hope you have learned something of this today, and thank you for listening.